Hello! Hey guys, how you going? Hope you're good, hope you're great. My name is Miranda and this is my YouTube channel. Oh my goodness, it has been a hot minute since I have been on this channel. The reason for that is purely I have just been so stressed with uni. I kind of had to get to the point where I was like, what are my priorities? And I really had to focus on uni and also put my mental health first. So that is why I've been away. I thought that was actually a really good segue because today's video is all about high school, graduating, uni life, study tips, all that kind of jazz. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you should totally go do that. But on my Instagram I put out a Q&A just asking you guys if you had any questions about school, mostly about like grade 12, graduating, what it's like, uni, what that's like, and choosing your uni degree, and any study tips and anything like that. Because I know that there are a lot of you who are getting to that time of the year when you're like, I am graduating soon and I'm freaking out, or just in general, it's just kind of a scary thing. Or it can be scary, and I wanted to get on here and tell you that it's not scary, you know? Alright, first person, Waipam Yentul, she asked me reducing procrastination. Now, oh my gosh, I get that so much. Like, I am such a procrastinator. It's bad. I find I'm a perfectionistic procrastinator. Wait. I guess the thing with reducing procrastination is you need to understand where procrastination comes from. So you need to understand it before you can work on reducing it. So procrastination comes in lots of different forms, and it is actually can stem from a lot of different things. For me, the procrastination stems from my just goal of being a perfectionist. So what that means is pretty much I won't want to do something unless I know it's going to be perfect. So I keep putting it off because I'm like, well, it's not going to be good enough, so what's the point in even trying? And then you try and you're like, it's not good enough, so then you just keep putting it off. That's the case for a lot of people. So a lot of the time procrastination tendencies come from perfectionism. And I think the thing to reduce that and overcome that is to just kind of tell yourself that you just need to jump in and just do it. Like, you kind of just have to tell yourself to suck it up and get going. I would be reducing anything that will distract you so that you can really focus on the thing at hand. So for example, if it's an assignment that you're doing and you're finding that you are procrastinating with that, if you've done a lot of research and you feel like you actually can start but you just keep putting it off, I would put away any distractions that you have and just sit down and just tell yourself, this isn't going to be good, this is going to be absolute rubbish, but I'm just going to write all my thoughts out. That's like the best way. That's something that someone told me. It was like, your first go is never going to be your best. Like, that's why they're called drafts. Like, you always have to improve and edit. You just kind of have to tell yourself that it's okay. I'm just be like, okay, I'm just jumping in. I'm just going to do what I can. I'm just going to get all the words that are in my head and all the things I'm thinking out. Even if that doesn't make perfect sentences or doesn't make a perfect paragraph, or sentence structure isn't right or grammar's not right, that's okay. It's pretty much just you getting everything that's in your head out, and then just kind of keep that going. Procrastination is super hard. It's something that I think a lot of people struggle with, and it takes time to navigate that and overcome that. The biggest thing I think for me is just getting in and doing it, and just acknowledging, yeah, this might be sucky, yeah, I may not want to do this, but I have to, so let's get going. Something that I also find really helpful is just changing it up. So if I am procrastinating because I don't want to do something, I will change up how I'm doing it. So for example, again, if it's an assignment and all I've been doing is researching and I've just been on my computer the whole time and I just don't know where I'm going and I just don't want to do it, the way that I will try to reduce or stop the procrastination is I will then put my laptop away and I'll just get out a piece of paper and I'll just start drawing a mind map or something like that, just to have it written out. So just changing it up, just so it's not like rigid of I have to type up my essay and it has to be perfect. It's, well, I have thoughts, I've done the research, I've done all that kind of stuff. Now I just need to get it going. So this is what I've learnt, and this is the next step. The other thing is just planning everything out and then committing to doing what you've planned. Kirsten asked, what do you wish you knew? I think I wish I just knew more about the different options that I had. my guidance counselor at school didn't really do a good job of letting me know like of all the things that I could be doing, and that I think really delayed my progress because it's only now that I found the course I actually really like, and I had no idea about it until a friend actually told me about how I could do this. So I really wish I knew that. I really wish that I had some more knowledge into courses I could do and just the different options that are there. I wish I knew that. Lockie said, what are the first few months after finishing grade 12 like, and how do you adjust to the major lifestyle change? Let me tell you, it's a weird time because you're used to studying all the time and you've just done this giant year of grade 12, and then you finish and you're like, what do I do now? Because you have like 3 or 4 months of holidays. It's just like this weird time where you're like, I'm not doing anything. The first few months after finishing grade 12 is just kind of weird, especially just the longer holiday time. It's not really eventful, or at least mine wasn't. It just feels like a giant holiday. What's weird is when everyone else is going back to school and you're still on break and you're like, I feel like I'm meant to be at school, but I'm not. But it's pretty cool. I slept a lot. When I graduated, I took like a nap every single day of the week because I was just exhausted. How do you adjust to the major lifestyle change? It really depends on what you do that determines how big of a lifestyle change it is. For example, if you take a gap year, it's not really a lifestyle change. You're just not going to school every day. Instead, you're probably working or going overseas or whatever you're doing. If you're going to uni, it is somewhat of a lifestyle change, but again, if you've just come from school, it's kind of the same thing that you've been doing. And like, yeah, it depends because like, are you studying in Australia? Like, are you still studying and living at home, or are you going overseas and studying, or like studying somewhere else where you have to board, or maybe you're moving out of your house or whatever? And so that is where there's the biggest lifestyle change because yeah, you're not at home anymore. So if you do that, then of course there's going to be a huge lifestyle change, and that's really difficult. The biggest lifestyle change is that I'm going to uni now. You have to learn how to manage your uni with work, with friends and volunteer stuff. Just kind of finding that balance that I didn't have to worry about in school. Something that worked really well for me is just having a schedule and acknowledging that like this day I have to go into uni and this day I have to learn, and I actually have to set homework for myself because I'm not given homework. But the thing with uni that's really good is that they generally will help you through, especially the first year, because they know that it's a big change. So a lot of the courses show you how to do everything, which is really good because yeah, again, they know this is different to just school. Uni, you don't have to go in every day. You don't have to do homework. You don't submit drafts. So that's definitely a hard thing. And I think just practice and time will help with that change. So Magenta asked, where is your quiet place and how important is it to have one? It's a great question. Probably should have one, but I don't. It's something I definitely think I need to work on more. Like, I need to find a quiet place. I think it depends on who you are and what works for you. In terms of uni, I have a desk. I'm not really good with quiet. I like to have some noise around. But I mean, like when my family's out, I just sit at my desk and do my work there, or I'll be on the couch. But I do think if that's something that works for you, that's something that's really important to you, then I think yeah, find a quiet place, do that. Sienna asked, is school worth the stress? Yeah. You need school. You can't really do much if you don't have an education. Depends on how much stress. If you're a high achiever and you're putting yourself under so much stress to get A's all the time, probably not worth it, especially in senior. Depends on like where you want to go after school. Like if you want to be a doctor, then stress is definitely going to come with the job. If you can make your school life as easy as possible, then do it. If you're in grade 11 and 12, do subjects that you only have to do. If you don't have to do chemistry or maths B or maths C, don't do it, because there's no point putting yourself through that extra stress just for potentially a higher OP score. Your mental health is so much more important than grades. Another question by Sienna, how to cope with the popular group and feeling like I don't belong. That is a struggle. My way of coping with the popular group is just realizing that they're just people and they just happen to be put in this category of being popular. I found just being okay with the friends I had really beneficial to just not caring. But I also got to the point where I just didn't care at all, and I was like, I'm just gonna hang out with who I hang out with. And even if that's someone from the grade below me or my mentees who were in like grades 7 and 8, that's fine, because I would rather hang out with them than hang out with people in my own grade. Feeling like you don't belong also is something that you just need to kind of be wary of, because a lot of times your brain might be saying that you don't belong, but your friends are actually really loving and they actually really care about you. Check the facts. Do my friends hang out with me? Yeah. Okay. Do they say nice things about me? Do they like hanging out with me? All that kind of things. Just check that, because a lot of times your brain can be telling you the wrong thing. You might actually belong. And also, you don't have to be in the popular group. Like, I know that everyone wants to be in the popular group, but there's no point being in the popular group if you don't enjoy yourself there. When you graduate, no one will care what group you were in. So I realised that this is actually going for way too long, and I still have one more question, but it goes for a while. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this video up here, and I'll just make another video with the next one, which is all about tips on studying effectively. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you guys out. If you have any more questions or want me to do another video like this again, please leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear your feedback, and I'd love to be able to answer any more questions that you may have. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, because apparently that's what YouTubers do. And I will see you next time. Bye!